Hello and welcome. My name is Noah, and I'll be reading to you tonight. This is a gentle story to help you relax, unwind, and drift off to sleep. So find a comfortable position, take a slow breath, and let's begin. In a quiet corner of the world, nestled deep between misty hills and gentle, sleepy rivers, there was a village you would never find on any map. It was called Leora, the Lantern Village. No roads led there, no signs pointed the way. And yet, those who needed peace or had forgotten how to dream often found themselves wandering into its soft, golden light. Leora was a place where time moved slowly, like honey poured from a warm spoon. The air always smelled faintly of jasmine and old books. Trees lined the cobblestone paths, their leaves twinkling like they'd caught stars instead of raindrops. But what made Leora truly special were the lanterns. Hundreds of them, thousands. They hung from every home, every post, every tree. Each one glowed softly, not too bright, never harsh, casting warm pools of amber light that danced gently in the quiet wind. Some said the lanterns were magical, and perhaps they were. They flickered brighter when someone smiled. They dimmed respectfully when someone cried. And every evening, at exactly the moment the sun dipped behind the western hill, the lanterns lit themselves, one by one, as if the village were breathing out a soft, golden sigh. In this village lived a woman named Mira. Mira was the keeper of the lanterns, though she would never have claimed so. She was simply the one who noticed when a lantern needed care, who whispered kind words to the shy ones that refused to shine, who knew the names of the oldest ones, whose flames had burned for generations. She lived in a little house near the river bend, where the lanterns grew thick like fireflies. Her garden was full of soft flowers, night-blooming jasmine, sleepy daffodils, lavender that swayed slowly even without wind. Each evening, Mira would take a slow walk through the village, lantern pole in hand, checking each gentle light, pausing to smile at the villagers who sat outside in woolen shawls, sipping spiced tea or knitting quietly on their porches. The people of Leora didn't rush. They didn't worry much. They spent their days making music, or painting feathers on stones, or simply listening to the wind play through the tall grass. On this particular evening, the wind was gentle, and the sky above was painted with soft rose and gold. Mira stepped outside, her lantern pole glowing softly at the tip. She nodded to her neighbors, old Mr. Wren by the bakery, who always fed the birds the leftover crumbs. He gave her a warm wave and a smile that crinkled his eyes. She passed the little library tree, where books lived in carved-out shelves between its twisting roots. A cat was curled there, dreaming. Mira didn't wake it. Cats in Leora, like people, knew the value of a good nap. She reached the central fountain, shaped like a crescent moon. The lanterns there were especially delicate, made of thin crystal, humming with tiny notes when the wind passed through. She stopped to listen. Ting, ting, whoom. The sound was soft and musical, almost like a lullaby. She adjusted one of the lanterns, whispering gently, "There you are, just a bit tangled." The lantern flickered once in reply, as if embarrassed. Mira smiled. Near the edge of the village, past the little herb shop and the cobbler's bench, Mira saw something strange. A lantern was unlit. This was rare. It hung from a crooked willow tree whose long branches dipped low, like it too was tired. The lantern was small, shaped like a teardrop, and its glass was frosted. Mira reached up, touched it gently. Cold. She closed her eyes and placed her palm around it. "What's wrong, little one?" she asked in a whisper. Lanterns didn't speak, not with words. But sometimes, if you listened just right, you could hear the flickers between the silence. This one was lonely, forgotten. Its flame had gone out not because of wind or age, but because it had waited too long for someone to notice it. Mira sat beneath the willow, cradling the lantern in her lap. She hummed an old song, one her grandmother used to sing. As she did, the flame inside the lantern began to stir, just a spark at first. And then a slow, golden glow. It wasn't bright, but it was alive again. She hung it back in its place and patted the tree's bark. Rest well. The walk home was slow, lit by dozens of now happy lanterns. As Mira walked, she noticed a child by the bridge, staring into the sky. "Can you see the dreams up there?" the child asked. Mira smiled. "I think the stars are the dreams we've forgotten, but they still shine, waiting for us to remember them." The child yawned. "I hope mine is a flying whale." "I'm sure it is," Mira said, and gently walked them home. Back at her cottage, Mira sat by her window, watching the lanterns shimmer in the night. The river whispered secrets to the stones. An owl blinked slowly in a nearby tree. She lit the last lantern, the one above her bed, and climbed beneath her blanket. "Thank you," she whispered to the quiet night. And all across the village, the lanterns answered in a warm, golden hush. The wind slowed, the lanterns hummed, and sleep wrapped Leora in soft arms. Good night, little village. Good night, Mira. Good night to you, dear listener. Sleep well. You are safe. You are held. You are home.